Would you look at that? It's actually stopped raining for a minute. So today, I'm washing off this McConnell shakerator. I don't know if any of you guys have ever used one. Basically, it's a subsoiler with a roller, some discs, and it's also got a power shaft, makes the whole thing wobble. I always hook the power shaft on, but I don't ever use it. I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but that's just my opinion. So we had this on to try and lift a bit of the heavy ground we got that we want to put into beans. And would you believe it, I went out on a dry day and done this. And this is the sort of state we came back in. Just mud. Heavy, wet clay. So I made a start whilst it was raining sideways here at me. I actually cleaned out this whole bay before I started. And look at all this that has come off the back. I mean, all that was tucked in here, behind the scrape here to stop it building up on the roll. Basically, whilst the weather's not brilliant like it is now, we can't really do any field work. So I'm just taking the opportunity to put some machines away properly, so this will get cleaned. I'll then go and spray it up with some oil, put grease in all the bearings like here, before putting it away, because we don't want water sitting in those. We'll give the tractor a wash as well, because that is hanging mud. Whilst I'm doing that, Craig is on a mission with the dung from our dung store. He's got the Manitou there, that could probably do with a wash once he's finished. But yeah, he's getting through the heat. There's not a lot left at the back of the store there. I suspect he'll finish shifting that today. And then we'll probably bring cattle in next week and start filling it all back up again. Just the way it goes. But yeah, I'm going to tackle this one for a bit. I don't really want to have the camera outside because it keeps raining and then not raining and then raining and not raining, and you know what it's like. We'll give this machine a wash and get that off, and then I'm going to bring the tractor down and give that a proper wash, because that is disgusting. I have finished washing said machine. It is well, it's yellow, would you believe it? Put that rear wiper on. There you are, look, a yellow machine. Craig's loading up. He's in the 6470 Massey with another load in the Fleming trailer. Anyway, I'm going to take this shakerator up to the workshop, stick some grease in all of the grease points. I'll hopefully force out any water that might have found its way in. There he goes. More power required. Hell of a load. Now, there's grease nipples obviously on these bearings for the roller on the back. So there's just one grease nipple on the top either side. The legs look after themselves. We have put new feet on this. And then I think the discs here, they've got a grease nipple there built into them. Then there's a couple up here, which I didn't do a very good job of washing. That's where it swivels. Good old Milwaukee. 3 bars, good enough for me. There's also a grease nipple here on this pin. We'll get that one too. Stuff it full of grease. These grease guns are incredible. I know they're a lot of money, but they do make you grease machines more because it's easier. It's easy, it gets done. If it gets greased, less chance of stuff breaking. Now this grease nipple here on this disc is just built in with mud, so I'm just going to dig it out with this little screwdriver, and we'll stick some grease in there. We'll do these ones. We'll work our way all around the machine, and then it will hopefully have dried off a bit by then. And we'll just spray a bit of oil on it, stick it in the shed, and you can call that home for winter. My least favourite job about greasing, having to change a grease cartridge. It is fairly simple on these ones. You just pull the pin back like you do on every other grease cartridge, slide the new one in. You then head inside because it's starting to rain outside, pull the little clip on the top of the new cartridge, which normally snaps and means you have to end up getting a screwdriver. This one's actually done it how it's meant to. Don't like wasting any, so we swipe that bit in there, get rid of that. This then just threads back into the grease gun. Pull the pin back towards you to release it, and then push it all the way up through. On ours, you can normally hear the air release itself, but here we are, we have grease. That is now fully greased. I actually backed it in the workshop here so it will dry off whilst I have some dinner, and then I'll spray it all up in oil and it can go away, and I can be happy that I put it away properly. Right, nice little surprise after dinner to see that it is still raining. This has dried off quite nicely though, which is very good. So we're going to need this, which is the air hose, but we also need this little doohickey, which still feels like it's got some stuff in it. Nice. What's in there is fairly runny, so I might put a bit more oil in. Right, I'm now going to spray this machine in an oil and diesel mix. Obviously I've got the door open, so there's plenty of fresh air coming in, but if you're doing this in an enclosed space, wear a mask. And there you have it. One very new, shiny looking shakerator. Now you're never going to stop things like the surface rust completely, but doing something like that, coating it in oil, give it the best possible chance to winter nicely. All that's left to do is to go and unhook it in the shed. And there it shall sit until the next time I want to use it. I'm going to try and make a start on washing this. It is disgusting. Right, wish me luck with this one. Still raining. I've got the worst of the dirt off now. I've just put some film remover on it, some of the soapy stuff. You can see all the bubbles. And she's starting to look green and yellow again. The soap sit on it for a couple minutes and then just swill it all off. It should look like new. I'll then set two in the cab for a bit because the cab's disgusting as well. Look at this, blue sky, raining. Makes no sense. Now I'm not being too fussy about it. I'm not getting, you know, right in under the wheels and all that sort of stuff. I would like to spray the wheels on this tractor because they are looking a bit tatty. You look up there, it's all flaking off the paint. It's lost its shade of yellow, look. But we have got some yellow paint here now, so we can get on and do that. If we have a long wet period where we can't do nothing else, we'll back it in the shed and spray it up. I'm going to rinse this off. I'm nearly done then. Right, I'm calling that washed. Now it's not show quality, but it's cleaner than it was before it started. So what do we reckon? Answers in the comments. Also, I noticed on my mirror guards, okay, I've got a few scuffs on them. They've actually saved the mirrors on a couple of occasions. They come from one of my mates called Tom, who sells them through his website AgriGuards. So if you're looking for a set of mirror guards, he is the bloke to go to. He's got some on sale at the minute, sort of odds and sods and spare ones. But yeah, if you want mirror guards, he's got them to fit nearly every tractor, so head over and have a look. Right, let's spend 20 minutes doing the inside, shall we? So for the inside of the tractor, these are the products I use. It's all chrome Northwest stuff. So this is window and glass cleaner. This is just an air freshener. What one is this? Jelly Fresh. So that smells very nice. And then this is like a fast wax for the outside of the tractor. I tend to just use the window cleaner on everything inside, all these surfaces and stuff. It hasn't done anything bad to it yet, so I'll continue doing that. But I'll do all the windows and the dashboard and everything. This has been leaking by the smell of it. And then I've got a rubber mat in here as well. I should mention all of this stuff actually I buy from Tom at AgriGuards. I'm not sponsored by him at all, but that is where I got it. Quite happy to let people know. Including the mat. I'll let that dry and then just brush that out, because we're going to have wellies and stuff in here doing feeding and all the winter work, so there's no point making it too clean. Yes, this is normally my clean rag that I keep up there. I have one down here that I go around just wiping all the dust off with before I start. I spend 20 minutes in here tidying this up. There'll be time to feed calves. It is the most uninspiring day of weather this year so far, I think. It's just absolute gutters out there. Right, I lied. I've taken the carpet out. Well, I call it a carpet, it's this rubber mat. Ideally it wants a wash, but I just let it dry and brush it off and put it back in. I got the worst of the dirt out. I did, though, however, brush all the dirt from there onto the nice shiny steps that I've just washed, so bonus points for being an idiot for me. I'm not going to go too mad down here. I don't want to make it a show tractor. What we'll do now, spray a bit of this nice smelling stuff around. And it smells like, I don't know what it smells like. Jelly, I suppose. Jelly fresh. It smells better than cow's backsides anyway. Put it that way. Now it's been one of those days where I don't really feel like I've achieved much other than feeding the calves, moving a couple fences and washing the tractor. And now that I'm going back into the calf shed to feed them this evening, blue sky, look at that. Madness. Probably the most important job I'll do today, feeding the calves, so might as well do it properly. Now just before I feed the calves, there is a little bit of time to tell you about some job opportunities going at Masons and Kings. There'll be a careers link in the description below if you want to check it out. Feel free to. Currently have a wide range of roles available across their 3 depots, whether it's in their country store or as an agricultural technician, golf course machinery, or as a salesperson. If you're interested in any of those roles, do check out the link below. I often get asked if we have any jobs going here on the farm, which currently we don't. But as I say, if you're looking for a job within the agricultural industry or within the golf industry, there are some jobs available at Masons and Kings. Follow in the link below. Me and Gus, there he is. Long time no see, Gus. He likes sitting in the bin. You sit in the bin? Sort of like sits here and sniffs around the milk bags whilst I feed the calves, don't you? Me and Gus are going to feed the calves. Well, I'm going to feed the calves anyway. Gus is going to play with his ball. And that's going to be about it. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to check out all the links below. There's one there for merch, all my other socials, and also Masons and Kings. Got some exciting stuff in the works for the new year. That is all I'm telling you, but you will have to stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on another video very soon. Cheerio.